has been said that reading calligraphy is the closest you can get to hearing music with your eyes. And one particular type of calligraphy, the hilya, is such a prized visual art form that a museum has just been opened in Istanbul to showcase it.
This Ottoman calligraphy is called a hilya. What's interesting about the hilya, besides its beauty and the skill of its calligrapher, is the way it blends literary tradition with visual art. The hilya is a religious genre of Ottoman literature that has been around for 4 centuries. It's a description of the Prophet Muhammad, how he looked and how he behaved. There are strict rules against depicting the Prophet's likeness, and one of the reasons the hilya is so important for so many people is that it provides a kind of intimacy with the Prophet without depicting a physical image. Bilal Badat, a researcher for the Prince's School of Traditional Arts in London, is writing his dissertation about calligraphy during the Ottoman Empire. I met him here at the Hilya al-Sharif Museum in Istanbul.
Now, this particular museum is located at the crossroads of this historical tradition. It's very fascinating to see how contemporary calligraphers navigate through this incredible history of calligraphy whilst practicing in the contemporary climate and trying to produce works which reference both.
This is the first hilya and prayer bead museum in the world. Opened in January, the museum is located in Istanbul's Süleymaniye district, near the iconic Süleymaniye Mosque, the largest in the city. Currently, the museum houses 72 hilyas and 350 sets of prayer beads. All the hilyas here are contemporary. Many follow the traditional style first developed by Hafiz Osman Effendi in the 17th century. But some, like this block art hilya and this piece, which makes a feature of the dot students are required to perfect as their introduction to calligraphy, are more avant-garde. Badat has been a student of calligraphy for 3 years. He knows that for many calligraphers, completing a hilya is one of their finest achievements.
There really is a belief that this hilya has a spiritual and protective power. And the second thing is that in practicing the hilya, in the process of writing it itself, calligraphers could not only attempt to imitate the achievements of Hafiz Osman, but also experiment with new designs, new scripts, new formats and different texts. So really there was a massive practical and spiritual benefit to copying the hilya for calligraphers.
Calligraphy is learned through a master-student relationship. Even after a student has graduated and become a calligrapher, the relationship with a master continues. But in this digital age, how is the art of calligraphy changing?
I think the only danger that there is for traditional calligraphy is that the power and the knowledge may be taken away from the masters who are representative of this tradition. And with the democratization of art through things like social media, people may think that they can become calligraphers themselves. So really there is a power struggle that may develop between who has the monopoly over calligraphy. Should it be those who are responsible for passing on this historical tradition, or should it be those who are responsible for reinterpreting it in the contemporary climate?
The creation of a museum like this one is another step in making the art of calligraphy and hilyas accessible to a wider audience. By uniting the ancient style of hilyas with more modern approaches, we get to experience the ultimate blend of innovation and history. Miranda Atti for TRT World in Istanbul.